In the 1970s, American fundamentalists came up with their own version of science, scientific creationism. Creationists based their core principles not on observation and experiment, but on the Bible. The Creation Museum in Kentucky was set up in 2007 to give Christians a history of the natural world that fits with a literal interpretation of the Bible. Amazing to think really about 1 in 500 Americans have already been to see this exhibition, even in its first year. That could have a lot of influence on opinion.
The Lord God said, it is not.
The Bible states that God created the universe and all life on earth in 6 days. So dinosaurs in the Garden of Eden? That's scary. If you take the Old Testament literally, dinosaurs and humans must have lived at the same time. It's amazing, really. We've got human beings fully clothed, collecting carrots with the friendly dinosaurs in the background. I mean, it's a nice kind of Disneyland scene, but it totally contradicts the fossil record. One of the museum's resident scientists, Jason Lyle, agreed to talk to me. I was curious to know how he reconciles his faith in the biblical account of creation with contradictory scientific evidence. This beautiful display has lots of dinosaur figures in it. And a lot of the implication of the creationist story is that dinosaurs and human beings coexisted on the earth.
That's right.
I don't know of any evidence for that and know of a great deal of evidence against it. So why do you believe that?
Well, ultimately it's because God has told us in His Word that He made all of the land animals. Dinosaurs were land animals because they walked on their legs. They were made on the 6th day, the same day as Adam, and so they definitely lived at the same time.
But you're a scientist.
Yes, I am.
You're an astrophysicist.
Yes.
And you say that's your position because you believe it, because you read it. What about experiments? What about evidence?
Well, I would say that, I believe in experimentation. In fact, I would expect that would be possible because God upholds the universe in a consistent, logical way. And so I would expect that science would be possible because of my faith.
And what if experimentation and observation yielded evidence that appeared to contradict the statements in the Scriptures?
Well, that can always happen. But since, our mind isn't perfect and since our observations aren't always perfect, if we find some experiment that seems to, on the surface, disagree with the Word of God, we go with the Word of God.